interrogation A.
Thanks for waiting.
So on the intake, he was day shift till last week, so I figured I'd give you a call.
How's the man he shot?
Probable paralysis below the waist.
Captain?
You okay, Ted?
I guess. I hope.
Item 6, in the vicinity of the old Club San Juan this morning, some of you may know, Patrolman Ted Parker shot and wounded one Rafael Gonzalez, an armed robbery suspect. The actual perp was apprehended an hour later.
Hope Parker's got some marketable skills.
I heard the guy was reaching for a gun.
Please, everybody, no speculation until the investigation is completed, all right? And let's show some special restraint in the barrio. Item 7. At today's award ceremony downtown, Officer Jack Metcalf, who was killed in the line of duty, will receive this city's Medal of Valor. Posthumously, his widow will be accepting. Item 8, the Sutton Street slasher struck again. There's 2 more prostitutes last night. One dead, one critical at Mercy. The current thinking is that this is a new pimp who is trying to colonize the trade above 92nd Street. So Officer Russo will be working undercover. Sergeant Bates, Officer Flaherty, you'll be doing backup. Item last, we're looking for the killer of Carl Mann, the late unlamented leader of the Blood, the gang that was responsible for the massacre of the innocent Burnett family. He was shot last night in front of the gang headquarters. Wanted for questioning, Alfred Williams was a gang member turned police informant who's known to some of you. Black, 18 average height. You can acquaint yourself with his picture on the board on the way out. And people, Williams is probably armed, so take care. Dismissed.
Boys like Parker. Hope they don't hang this on him.
What's new? They use you up, they throw you away.
What's bugging you?
Nothing, man. You think you could break down one time and buy your own breakfast?
Tina. Russo. So we're gonna catch a movie tonight?
Patrick, I'm just not feeling very social right now, okay?
Oh, let me figure this. Sleeping together is okay, but we wouldn't want it to lead to anything heavy like, eating popcorn together in the balcony.
Can we talk about this later?
Hey, man, check this out. Size 50 slacks. That's hip. If you're a hippopotamus.
You ripped off these pants. Ain't my problem. They don't fit.
Oh, man, cut me some slack, Jack. Slack? Get it?
Sit. First name.
Euripides.
Last name.
Pants. Euripides pants?
Come with me.
Okay. I was this close, Neil. This close. If her brother hadn't showed up from Minneapolis. Pinch me, Neil. Pinch me hard. Over here. Girls, detective here. Over here.
One more lousy joke, I'm gonna rip your head off.
It's really loud.
Calm down and tell JD what happened.
We have a 911. Armed robbery in progress. See surplus store, corner Peebles Drive, 124th Street.
dispatch says the suspect's wearing a blue ski jacket, white high tops, armed with a revolver. About 3 blocks from the scene, I spot this guy, Gonzalez, walking fast, like he's in a hurry. Dark ski jacket, white shoes.
High tops?
They were white. That's all I saw.
Go on.
We pull over, we draw our guns, stay behind the car doors. You know, standard. I yell, "Police, freeze."
In English?
The first time. The guy backs against the wall and starts rapping in Spanish. So I yell, "Alto, manos arriba." But now he's turning away, reaching inside his jacket. I thought he was going for a gun. So I fired my weapon.
Did it occur to you that maybe he was walking fast because it was 2 below last night?
He fit the description.
Speak Spanish, Officer Parker?
I completed the Academy Street Spanish course, and I can use the commands on the department's translation card.
But you don't understand the language.
Mi casa, su casa, a couple other things.
You've had no follow-up instruction here on the Hill?
We haven't had Spanish classes since Ray Cayetano left the precinct.
Want to know what Gonzalez said, officer? Got this from a witness across the street. I am legal. I will show you. I have a green card. I'll get his partner at his home. Then we've got some more potential witnesses.
Not to push, but this one's rough in the community.
Can't imagine why. Mi casa, su casa is real impressive.
My impression's been that Parker's a B+ cop.
Call you when I have something, Captain.
It all happened so fast. There was this humongous explosion
It's
and the
lucky
witness...
for us that it happened a couple blocks from the station and that I happened to be here. Now, this phone number, is this your parents' or your own private number, Cheryl?
My own private number.
Okay. Debbie St. Pierre. Bienvenidos, Debbie. How's that cut?
Detective. Detective, you said that patrolmen are searching the area. Can't we go? We've got a regional tournament to get to.
Ma'am, you caught a round of ammunition through the rear window of your van. An incident of this nature requires we ask a few questions.
But no one saw anything.
The mind can play tricks in extreme situations. I need each individual account in detail. Cheryl, you come this way.
Hey, yo, JD.
Go into interrogation, honey. I'll be right there.
This is the driver. He didn't see anything either.
I'm shot. I park in front of your station, I get a ticket. It's what I deserve for taking the shortcut through the hill.
Hey, look at here. We can't keep these people here.
Neil, there's a sniper out there, maybe with a dangerous thing for young girls. It's a theory, right? And I, for one, am concerned.
16 will get you 20, sport.
A clown beneath your window.
A mechanical clown. It's a burger stand, Clown Burger, and he's singing this damn Clown Burger song all day.
Well, what would you have us do, sir? Arrest a mechanical
Sergeant?
clown if the owner has a permit, as
Hey,
you
look,
say.
man, I'm a musician, man. I work at night. I need my sleep.
Why don't you use cotton in your ears?
Lieutenant Bunce?
Straight back. Just keep walking.
Trace, how you doing? Back in the bag, back on the beat.
That's where the fun is, huh? Will you call me, please? I gotta... Yeah.
Frank, want to catch me up on the Gonzalez shooting before the reporters arrive?
I'll handle the press on this one, Henry.
Any particular reason?
I've been on the case for an hour, and it's just simple.
And something else, Frank. Alfred Williams, I want to be there when he's found.
No objections.
Yes, I understand, but you have got to swear out the... That's right. Have a nice day. Hey, Kate. How's it going?
Fine.
You brighten up my day, you know? Got a lot of police work. It's good to see you. Bunce. No, he's not here. All right, I'll tell him you called. Yeah. A lot of trivia all the time. And I got you back on patrol. That's good. So, what brings you back down here today?
Oh, visiting. I just wondered...
Listen, you got time to catch a burger, huh? You got a half hour?
No.
No? Too bad.
But what I wanted to know was if you had this afternoon, if, say, around 3 o'clock...
Listen, we'll do it now. What do you got, a professional problem?
No, I just have this thing that I have to do this afternoon.
I'm all jammed up, you see. This afternoon, I got this thing I gotta go to, and...
Well, all right.
It's nothing serious, huh?
No, not at all.
All right, you'll catch me later, huh?
Yeah, sure.
Listen, I would, babe, except... You know what I gotta do this afternoon? I have got to go downtown to the awards and promotional ceremonies to see you get your freaking medal. Hey, Do you know what this broad did, huh? Do you know that they are giving her the ribbon for bravery first class? Hey, what's the matter? Don't you people read the circulars, huh? Are you aware of the phrase, in the highest tradition of the department? That is what I am going to do. I'm going to watch you get your medal this afternoon. And what are you going to do, huh? Hey, my pal, ladies and gentlemen, Kate McBride, a hell of a cop. Hey, learn something.
Watch it! Creeps! The world's full of them.
What is eating
Doofuses and creeps. Take your pick.
Okay. You want to talk about it?
Daryl Ann. Ever since she started selling cookies in Manelli's Market, she's been a changed woman. All she can think about is her business.
Wait a minute. Aren't you the guy who encouraged her to try to market her own cookies, and now she's out making money on her own? You're just jealous.
Wrong, Dr. Floyd. She's not on her own. There's a man involved.
A man?
A man. A guy named Ellis, big, slick financial type. He wants to help finance her cookie business.
Do we get to the bad parts, Andy?
The only reason that I have been going to night school, taking courses in business, is so that I could be the financial advisor behind her rise to success.
Then why don't you let this Ellis guy who wants to help you make him a partner?
Partners? Daryl Ann and I are supposed to be partners. Partners for life, remember?
Attention all units. 131 in Decker. Assault with club in progress.
2202 in response. Oh, man, go on.
Now make your day.
Yeah, just want the heck?
I told you,
I told you I'd call the police. Police! Don't you get that clown again! Here, you hear me? I mean it.
You try living with that noise underneath your window.
Ronnie, what that crazy man do to you? This'll cost you money to fix!
Man, yo guys, you don't know what it's like having to listen to burgers and fries in your damn fleece.
Sir, do you have a permit to play this music?
Yeah! You want to see it?
Well, you damage this man's property. He could press charges against you.
Come on, man, you go ahead, man. You throw me in the joint. Guess I don't have to listen to no singing.
You want to press charges on this guy?
Nah, no, but I want the clown paid for.
Well, then... I gotta put it in this...
Hey! You have no choice. Now get on. You turn down this sound, you understand? Have some consideration for your neighbors.
Let's go, move it.
Margaret, we get a refill here?
Yeah. We're running a little later, right? The girls don't start working that street before 10.
Sarge, we of the younger generation are going to teach you how to relax.
Give me a break.
You want to see my imitation of bacon frying in a pan?
I have learned to ignore him. Youngsters like you should save your pins.
You know, I didn't mean nothing. Be right back. Look, about the movie tonight, I think you're right.
You do?
I can understand, I mean, how you wouldn't want to go public with our great romance.
Just can't quit, can you?
On the other hand, if I just happen to show up at the Van Buren Theater, say about 8 o'clock, and you just happen to be there too, completely by coincidence, what's wrong with a couple of professionals seeing a movie together, huh? Tell me. What's wrong?
Change. Ma'am, you change.
If you're ever around the hill, you gotta stop and say hello, okay, Cindy?
I'll definitely do that.
We've been investigating for over an hour, Detective. Let's go, girls.
Mrs. Hardtack, the law's gotta take its course.
Detective, maneuvers are over as of now.
I'm only halfway through my witness list.
Man, John, say goodbye to industrial virgins. Regulations do not permit the exploiting of an investigation for personal gain. Captain's orders.
You believe this miscarriage of justice, Neil?
Can I speak to you a minute in private, Detective?
Sure, Debbie. Excuse us, Detective Washington. Yeah, what is it, honey?
My friends told me about you, and, well, I'm a lot more mature than they are. And, well, I don't usually do this.
You're interested?
It's my private number. Promise me you'll call?
Yeah, I promise.
I can't comment on that until our investigation's completed. You'll have to call the hospital for that information.
Fine. Hello, Ray.
The Gonzalez incident?
You heard.
That's why I'm here.
Field representative. Latin American Coalition?
Going on 2 months now.
I've been meaning to call. Catch up. How can I help?
I'd like to have my files regarding Spanish education in the department.
What's this about?
There have been too many incidents of the kind involving Gonzalez. The coalition is filing a suit against the department.
For what?
Our position is that this morning's shooting was caused by the indifference to the needs of our people for a Spanish-speaking police.
Facts aren't clear. Gonzalez was...
Parker spoke Spanish. The shooting would not have happened, and you know it, Frank.
And you know it's not possible for every officer to speak Spanish.
Not every officer, just those covered in Hispanic areas. We used to talk about this, Frank. You helped me write those letters to Chief Daniels. You know what's in the files.
Funding situation hasn't changed. I get money for one optional program, and we use it for neighborhood outreach.
I won't be talked out of this. I no longer wear a badge.
I can't give you those files without the city attorney's permission.
Then we'll get them by subpoena. And we'll show all the letters from Daniels, making promises that were never kept.
Is that what this is about, getting back at the chief?
Is that what you think?
I don't know.
Maybe it is. But the law is behind me this time. I don't have to be afraid of him. For years, I tried to change things and got nowhere. Now something will finally be done.
Hey, Ray, ¿qué pasa, amigo? Lieutenant, you had the notify officer on Alfred Williams?
Yes?
We just heard he's at his sister's. Here's the address.
I'll need backup. 2 men.
Nothing happening. It's cold out here. Sure know where I'd like to be tonight. Catch a movie and just lay in sun, taking a nice hot bath.
Sounds nice.
Yeah, except she's undercover, not public speaking.
Slow. You pulling any dates?
Nah, it's chill.
Where you from, honey?
Detroit.
Long bus ride. We be wife-in-laws, you know. Same stable, man. With Pontchartrain.
I don't know Pontchartrain. I work for myself. I like to keep what I earn.
Pontchartrain owns the franchise here, honey. She says she want to work for herself.
No such a thing on this street. You choose or you lose.
I'm getting the picture.
Pontchartrain will buy you a rabbit coat, honey. You pretty. And white.
But you fling him an attitude, he definitely gonna kick your teeth in. Just a little friendly advice, Mama Cedar. Hey! I can make you happy!
So last night around 9:30, I'm trying to get some sleep, right? The phone rings. It's him, Ellis. He wants to talk to Daryl Ann right then and there.
What do you want?
Well, she said he wanted to talk about some investors in their business, right? I hear the two of them talking a little hush-hush tone.
Well, probably because she knew you were sitting there ready to blow your stack.
Just the idea of the two of them together drives me nuts.
Rayco, listen to me. You're making too much out of this. Daryl Ann loves you. Now, you go to her this afternoon and you talk it out. You understand?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you go to your night school class and start getting your mind on a positive track before you jump it all together.
Excuse me,
Hey, Nick.
Lee?
Can I talk to you?
All right, just for a second, because I gotta be somewhere. I'll go back here. You look terrible.
Yeah, well, I've been off the program.
Oh, Lee.
But I just got back on, Nick.
Stay on.
Look, I got something for you.
No, I can't. I'm doing court.
Just stolen credit cards. It's righteous information, Mick. I swear, you know I helped you out before. This chick's stealing them.
Go ahead, try me in a couple of days.
Mick, I need a break.
Okay. When I get the chance. And if it checks out, I'll get you some money.
You know where I hang, right?
Goodbye, Lee.
101st and Decker? The park there? It's good, Mick.
Police, open up. Miss Williams, police, we're coming in.
What you want with us?
Looking for your brother, Alfred.
Hell with Alfred, he ain't here.
We'll have to look for ourselves.
Don't do him, Goldblum.
We have a man out there. There's no chance.
You. Damn. You did this to me, Goldblum. Carl, man, knew I wore a wire for you. I had to waste him. He put the word out on me. I was dead.
And it was self-defense. We can make something out of that, Alfred. Alfred, listen to me.
Listen to you? Again?
I'll testify. I promise. If you hurt the boy,
Alvin, don't hurt my baby.
it's your own nephew. You're not gonna hurt your own nephew.
Just don't do it, Alvin.
You trying to play me again, Goldblum? We're going out front.
No!
You all, back away.
Alfred.
No!
No, but you can't do this. Don't hurt my boy. Oh, no.
You stop there, Goldblum. I'll do what I got to do.
It isn't over, Alfred. I can help. Let me help.
Man, all you do is help. You're gonna help me get out of the blood. Help me do my art. Now Alfred's gonna help himself. You hear? You hear? What's going on here?
No!
Chief?
Time to circle the wagons, Frank. Our old friend Raimundo's getting up a war party to attack the department.
I think that's a little extreme.
Amazing the way he's bounced back. Only a few short months ago, he was known as Captain Taco. I thought he'd be teaching driver's ed by now.
His case against us is pretty strong.
Press conferences, exclusive interviews. Certainly didn't show that much initiative when he was in uniform, huh? Strictly siesta time then. But get a touch of the limelight. Some days, Frank, I am appalled at the moral sinkhole we all work in.
What can I do?
I want this suit stopped. It's an embarrassment.
If you're asking me to use my friendship with Ray...
Spare the sermon, will you, Frank? Just set up a meeting.
Why do you need me?
Because El Taco Grande won't return my phone calls.
Okay.
Oh, I brought a copy of all the files that he's after. Interesting reading. I guarantee you, Frank, if this suit proceeds, it won't be my posterior alone that's flapping in the breeze. Oh, hello, Joyce.
Chief, I hate it when that man smiles.
Good instincts.
Problem?
Daniels covered himself on the Spanish language requirements. He put out a memo that passed responsibility down to the precinct captains.
Meaning you.
You know any good lawyers?
Frank, does Ray realize how this can hurt you?
He couldn't have known about the memo. Came after he left.
Then tell him.
I can't do that. If Ray thinks it's his duty to file suit, I'm not going to stop him.
You're feeling guilty that you didn't save his precinct for him, is that it? So now you're letting him do this to you.
Joyce.
At least let him know. If he's strong enough to decide on his own, he's strong enough to face all the consequences.
Counselor, enough.
Sorry, Furlow. You wanted a lawyer's advice. You got a wife's.
Daryl, I am sorry to have you come all the way down here, but I had something to talk to you about, and it just cannot wait.
Randy, that's okay. I have something to tell you, too.
Well, and the last thing I want to do is keep you away from your work.
I can hardly believe that, the way you've been carrying on.
Daryl, I've been terrible, and I know it. I just want to tell you that. I mean, here you are, trying to make a place in this world for yourself.
And for us.
Yeah, and all I can do is rant and rave about this guy, Ellis, when it's perfectly natural that you should need a business partner, and you should find somebody with experience to help you. And I know that now. Oh, you pretty thing. How could I distrust you? Okay, that's all I want to say.
Oh, I'm so glad. I'm
I'm so happy you understand.
Oh, I do.
It makes it easier for me to tell you.
Tell me what?
I mean, I had no idea how I was going to tell you.
Tell me.
Andy, Mr. Ellis wants me to go on a business trip with him. Great.
What'd you say?
Yeah, overnight. Upstate, he's got these friends with department stores, and he thinks we can persuade him to sell our cookies.
Where you gonna stay? Some motel? Some motel with a vibrating bed or something like that, huh?
And it's not like that. You know you're my one and only.
No, I know I was. Now it's Ellis and overnight business trips. The hell with me. Well, the hell with you, Daryl Ann.
Andy, no, I'll tell him I won't go.
No, you tell him anything you want, hear me? I'm tired of this. You do whatever you want to do.
You are pathetic.
Oh, yeah? You know what you are.
One nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Chief Daniels offers his apologies. He had to be called away on urgent police business. And I received a telephone call this morning if I would stand in for him and present these awards, and naturally I said yes, it would be a great honor.
So the world came around to giving you the medal, huh?
Here from the chief.
I don't want to say the system works, because it don't work. But sometimes things just coincidentally come out right. I'm real proud of you.
Thanks, Norm.
Your dad would have been real proud.
What did you do, adopt me?
Yeah. Ain't you been paying attention? Jack Metcalf's a widow. 2 kids to raise. What a life.
Isn't it?
Whatever the thing is, kid.
On the 2nd of last month, responding to a call, officer needs assistance. Officer Jack Metcalf of the Jefferson Heights Precinct, a veteran of 15 years with that precinct, came upon his fellow officer shot unarmed and in mortal peril. Officer Metcalf came to his aid, stepped in, and drew the fire of 3 armed assailants, and he himself perished in that fight. He leaves behind him a loving wife, Claire, and 2 sons, one 10 and one 2. What can begin to compensate them for their loss? Where can relief for their sorrow come from? Nowhere in the world. And we mourn with them. In the highest tradition, the department, Officer Jack Metcalf is awarded the Medal of Valor. This is for you, Mrs. Metcalf. We all take courage from your husband's example.
You all right?
And we will forever honor his memory.
There is not a speck of doubt in my mind that Daryl Ann is heading for the bright lights with Ellis.
Frank, are you sure?
She is flying upstate overnight to a motel with this rich jerk. Do I have to take pictures?
People go on business trips all the time.
Not Daryl Ann!
Noise complaint at 322 Decker. Any unit in vicinity, identify and respond.
2202 in response. This clown killer strikes again, right?
They're running my business. Nobody's listening to the clown while police men at that jam.
Sure, there's no account for public taste now.
Stop it.
What's the matter, Johnson, man? You don't dig real sound?
That's very funny, man. I hope you retain your sense of humor in jail. Mr. Crumley, you can't play music on the street without a city permit.
Got a right to practice.
Not if it messes up my business.
Now, calm down and talk about it, all right, sir?
Hey, man, look, man, as soon as y'all guys left, man, he turned that clown up to max, right?
Yeah.
Now, these are ears, man, very sensitive audio equipment. I listen to Train, Bird, Lester Young. Do you know what it does to these ears to listen to that clown all day?
Mr. Johnson, these people are over here to listen to Mr. Crumley. Am I right? Yeah, you're right. But meanwhile, the clown is starving and I'm losing money. Just hear me out. Now, Mr. Crumbly, you wouldn't mind that clown if he played music that you like, right? I mean, you're a musician and...
Where are you going with this, Bobby?
Mr. Johnson, why don't you let Mr. Crumbly here write you a new song? Maybe the kind that's gonna draw customers like the crowd he's got here now?
I'll write you something here, man. You love it.
Give it to you. Man, you love it.
Oh, no, open the window. Come on, open up. Hey, you don't want her. Oh, come on back here. The baby.
Hey, baby. Yeah, baby, you, baby. Yeah, you are looking so pretty. But wait a minute, hold it now, look here. Why don't you just listen up to Punch a Train for just a minute? Huh?
Look, I know what you want, and I've been thinking about it, but I haven't made up my mind yet.
Oh, see, it's insurance, baby. Simple as that. I am your life insurance.
I'm doing all right up till now.
Oh, yeah, up till now, but up till now is history.
I was never good in history.
Yeah, she's got to watch this dude.
She's okay. She can handle it.
See, Punch a Train ain't asking. He's telling.
Let's go.
Not yet.
See, a lot of girls, they get hurt on this block real bad.
Now, look, I never did nothing to you.
Right. But now you're gonna do for me.
You okay, Sarge?
Yeah.
What about Alfred Williams, Lieutenant?
Got the statements right. Let me know when IAD calls.
Hello, Debbie. Hi. Guess who, Debbie?
Hi.
Hi.
If you're under 18, hang up now. I'll bet when you came home, you didn't expect to find two naked women in your bathtub.
Who are you, Raymond?
My name's Maud.
Hello.
We've been watching you at work for a few days now, and your body's been driving us wild. So Roxanne and I thought...
Ray, come in, come in. How are you?
Fine, Chief. Captain?
Well, call me sentimental, but seeing the three of us here together again brings back old times.
There weren't all good times, Chief.
I won't mince words. We need you back on the force. How does Special Consultant on Hispanic Affairs sound to you?
Before coming here, I asked myself, what will the Chief offer to keep me from performing my duties in this matter?
My old job or a consultancy?
If this is your idea of a joke, I for one...
You can't buy me off. An innocent man is lying in a hospital, possibly paralyzed for life. I want my files.
Well, I was wrong about you, huh, Ray? You're not one of us after all. But don't try convincing yourself that you're doing this for your people. What I'm offering you is real. Every policy that would impact on the Hispanic community would come through you. All right, Frank. Give him whatever files he wants. But when you look them over, make sure you notice where the finger is pointing. It's not at me.
I'm sorry.
What does he mean?
He sent out a memo 6 months ago. Precinct captains are now responsible for continuing language instruction, or rather, non-existent Spanish instruction.
You knew this before and you didn't say anything?
I didn't think it was relevant. You have to do what you think is right.
Yes, what I think is right. You're a good friend to me, Frank. But I must decide what my duty in this situation is.
So I got this undercover thing. I need a girl. Someone to pass in the high life. She doesn't sound like she's chewing gum, even when she is.
And that's me?
That's you. And now, you see, you got a ribbon. Now, today, tomorrow, everybody at the post congratulating you. You put in a request, they're odds on to grant it.
Undercover?
No. Hey, Sally. It's good to see you. Sally Raposo, Kate McBride. Kate, congratulations.
Thank you.
You got a minute? I got a minute, yeah. I'll be right back.
I'm trying to maneuver, see? Work him around till I get a good shot down Clinton Street, you understand? The guy's drawing on me. By that time, I'm on my way to the ground. Joey's down. I don't know how bad he's hurt. My gun hand's sweating. Well, I dive to the ground, get one shot off at him just before he turns the corner.
If ever there's anything that I or anyone in my command can do to you.
You've been very kind.
At any time at all.
Mrs. Metcalf. Officer McBride. Congratulations. Thank you.
It's nice to receive some recognition.
Yes, ma'am. I'm very sorry about your husband.
Thank you. That was a lovely speech the inspector gave, don't you think?
Yes, it was. Mrs. Metcalf, my father was a member of the force. He died in the line of duty when I was...
Excuse me, Miss Metcalf. I'd like to introduce you to State Senator O'Brien.
I'm sorry, would you excuse me, please?
Hello.
Hello, ma'am.
You can call me Kate, that's my name. What's your name?
John Metcalf, Jr.
Glad to meet you, John.
How long have you been in the police force?
Not long, about 4 years.
Did you know my father?
No, son, I didn't. I wish I had.
Johnny?
Listen to me, John. I want to tell you something. Because I went through what you're going through right now. I went through it when I was your age.
Johnny?
And I want you to know that in addition to your mother and your family,
Johnny,
that there's someone that knows what you suffer. That someone loves you.
Come on, John. Bye. Thank you.
So, how about a drink a little later? I know they popped you from the roster for the day. You free?
Yep.
So be it. I'll meet you at the Hill Street station after the shift, huh?
Okay.
Officer McBride. Congratulations. Hell of a fine job. You're a credit to the force.
Thank you, sir.
Captain, you need a couple of $100 for a credit card buy?
Good tip.
Well, the guys come through before.
Draw it from discretionary. I'll put it through. Good bust, you three. I hear the assailant has 3 out-of-state priors.
Thanks, Captain.
We'll see. That hand okay?
Yeah, it's fine. Just a couple butterfly bandages.
Good work.
Thank you. A word, you two. You screwed up.
Sarge, I don't know.
What is the drill on a bus like this, huh? Subdue the perp, frisk him, and then cuff him. You left me at risk.
What? How? I knocked him on his butt.
Did you frisk him?
I was gonna frisk.
You didn't frisk him. You're like a couple of rookies out there, both of you. You on the wire playing around. You shouldn't be allowed to work together.
Hey, now, wait a minute.
I'm not deaf. I heard what you said. I know where I'd like to be. Catch a movie. Nice hot bath at home. And I'm not blind.
I told you.
Lay off for once, will you?
I'm sorry, Henry.
Sorry?
Sorry you had to shoot Alfred Williams. I know you wanted to save him.
That wasn't possible. We needed him. We wanted Carl Mann, and Alpha was our only way at him.
Henry,
No, I mean it. I don't blame us for Alfred's death. For once, I don't blame us.
Okay.
It's beyond that, what I'm feeling. I know the reasons Alfred Williams died, why I had to kill him, and they're good reasons. But they are beginning not to work for me. As a cop, I don't trust myself very much anymore. And I see you've stopped trusting me the way you kept me off the Gonzalez shooting today.
It isn't that I don't trust you. It's I just don't know where your attention is anymore. What are you, the department's self-appointed reformer? A writer? A police officer? I don't know where you are.
I'm here. I'm here.
No, you're not. Whatever you're going through personally, I'm with you as your friend. But as your captain, I have to know what to expect from you.
And right now you don't. You used to say it was my strength, remember, Frank? That I saw more of the picture than other cops? Maybe it's not a strength anymore.
It's time for you to decide that for yourself, Henry, that's all. It's just time. Yes, Officer Shipman. So there'll be no further investigation. I'm sure Parker's relieved. Thanks for letting me know. Ray.
We dropped the suit, and I'm glad, Frank. Glad because you don't have to be hurt.
I hope that's not the reason.
No, it wasn't. The offer that Daniels made, he must have been crazy with fear. I saw that it could be of use to our cause. A civilian consultant on Hispanic policy. That's unprecedented.
You're taking the position?
No, a young attorney in our organization, Jose Ribor. He will do better than I could. We also got Daniels to agree to Spanish classes in every precinct. He fought us, but we won.
Will the instructors be from the academy?
A private company. Cayetano Language Incorporated. I'm learning, Frank. Wouldn't you say?
Hey, Lucy.
Hey, Kate.
Want to go for a beer with me and Buns?
Well, I just don't feel like it. Thanks a lot.
So you're going to tell me what's wrong right out? Or are you going to make me do this song and dance about how I'm your friend and so on and so forth?
What's the first thing they tell a woman cop never to do?
Sleep with your partner.
Right. So leave it to me to find something even worse, right? Wanting to sleep with your partner. And he's doing it with somebody else. Flaherty and Rousseau. I never even expected it. I never suspected anything. Not even when he gave me those lame excuses every time I wanted to go out with him. I mean, I bought it. I thought, yeah, sure, we got a shot. I mean, brilliant, huh? Really.
It's human.
Yeah. Hurts.
Well, it's gonna hurt. It's gotta hurt, but that's no reason to put yourself down. You all right?
Yeah. You got a medal today. You got a medal today. Congratulations. Let's see it. Come on.
Wait a minute, here.
It's nice.
Miss Maxwell?
Billy Jones.
Andy J. Ranko. Says here you and me are supposed to be partners. You got $10,000 to invest. You got any ideas?
No, but I know you've got some, the way you talk in class. Classic autos and windmills.
Well, Tisha doesn't like the windmill
I
ideas.
like your ideas. They're bold. As a matter of fact, that's why I asked to be partnered with you.
I mean, this isn't just some coincidence, some hand of fate kind of deal.
I said I like your ideas. If you're not in a hurry, what do you say we go get a cup of coffee, start making a list?
$500 apiece.
It's pretty steep.
Hey, they got a $5 grand limit. That's steep and wide.
Yeah, but I'm taking a big risk.
They've been retooled. You can't trace them. Worry-free.
Really? 150. How's 150?
Cheap, too cheap.
If you could hook me up right away, I got backers looking to make a big score. I mean, if you could connect me with maybe 30, 40 carts.
Maybe. How come I never seen you in the Empire Club?
Been out of town. Upstate.
What'd you take a fall for?
All I got with me is a couple C notes.
Okay. Look, Mick, I can get you as many as you want, if it's really like you say.
Well, how about 2 now? And I'll get right back to you. Is that a deal?
It's a deal.
Well, I can work Thursday nights for sure, and then Sunday afternoons.
Sunday afternoons? Well, I'll be. A Southern boy isn't watching games on TV.
Well, I'd rather play than watch. Tennessee.
Why, yes, as a matter of fact.
Yes, I can tell. You know, the people around here, they don't know a thing about accents. But, you know, they call me cowboy. Can you believe that?
Andrew, your wife gonna mind?
What?
You're working with a woman.
Why should she?
Some do.
Well, she's working with a man, and I don't mind.
So that's what it is I felt about you. Right away.
What?
That you're lonely. You see, I'm lonely, so I can tell. Good night.
Should I get in?
Yes, please.
What about under the seats?
Oh, Lieutenant, we've been over this car a dozen times. Look, we'll be able to run some better tests when we get it back.
All right, let me know the minute you get anything, all right?
We've been through all the hotel guest lists this far.
Somebody saw something.
It was dark, it was sleeting.
You don't just walk up to a guy sitting in his car and shoot him without somebody seeing something.
I've already seen these.
Try again.
I've been through all this at the station last night. I told you I didn't get a good look at her.
When can we expect your results?
Considering what we found, not long. I wouldn't expect much.
What the hell did you do to my room? There's holes in the wall. The furniture's busted. There's black powder all over everything. It's total.
Right, sir, contact the city attorney's office. You'll be reimbursed.
I gotta go through City Hall because you wrecked my room?
I'm real broken up about your problem right now, pal. We're looking for someone who shot a police officer.
Yeah? I've never seen you work this hard for Joe Citizen. Then it's just file a report.
Hey, why don't you shut that hole in your face before someone does it for you?
Is that a threat? Hey, where are you going with my register?
This is evidence.
Can't believe you guys. I'm filing a complaint.
Sir, here's the number.
Thanks a lot.
All right, looking good.
Surgery took 5.5 hours. They removed the bullet. Fragment remains lodged near his spine. The doctors say it was a miracle that he didn't bleed to death.
Belka's too ornery to die.
Troops, The overwhelming number of requests to participate in the Belker investigation is much appreciated, but we are at maximum deployment. For those of us present, denied perhaps the opportunity to give of our sweat and tears, can nevertheless contribute to the cause by giving our blood. Belker is O positive. Just check in with me before you go to County General. And may I submit, for those of you who are so persuaded, a few prayers might be in order. Item 2. An increase in the purse snatching is reported by the Decker Avenue Merchants Association. The suspects appear to be well organized and working in pairs.
Dr. William Estabrook, extension 203.
Stan? Any change?
Critical, but stable.
They're planning to go back for the fragment?
Not unless they have to. Too risky.
How's Robin doing?
Rough night. Any leads?
Not much yet. It's too early.
He'll make it, Captain.
We have a 911. Armed robbery in progress. Siege surplus store, corner Peebles Drive, 124th Street.
Anybody should happen to ask you where I was last night, you just tell them I was at a poker game, all right?
Okay. Raincoat, do you remember a guy talking to Belker yesterday at the diner at lunch?
No.
No?
Nope.
Line 4 for you, sir.
Inspector's Review Board. Thanks, Raymond. Sergeant Hunter. 4 o'clock. And what, may I ask, is the purpose of this meeting?
Belker leaves the station at 5. Says he has a tip on some stolen credit cards.
Desk clerk puts him at the hotel at 5:30. Ask for Dolores, room 103.
5:40, pedestrian finds him shot in his car. No wallet, no credit cards, no logbook.
SID says the shooter was right outside the driver's window. One shot, .357 Magnum. Belker probably never even saw the guy.
Doesn't feel like a street robbery.
Belker's gun was still in his holster. Robber would have stripped a piece.
He makes a buy. He delays the pop because he figures he can ante up to a bigger source, and then he gets dumped.
Think someone made him?
Belker, forget that.
Can't rule out anything at this point, J.D.
Belker was too good to get blown up over a few pieces of plastic.
Norman, where are we with forensics?
There's no latents in the car, the motel room. They're still going over his clothes and a few other things, but basically zero.
What about the woman he went to see?
Registered as Dolores Chatwood. Phony address. Looks like a phony name, too. And still checking. She paid cash for the room. Left without checking out. Got a lame description from the desk clerk. But we put out a statewide bulletin.
How about his informant? We have any ideas where he got his tip?
I went through his desk. I couldn't find a thing, just a big mess.
I've got detectives Willard and McDonald running down snitches.
Okay, good. J.D., contact the bus companies. Interview any drivers who might have passed the hotel between 5:30 and 6. Neil, same with the cabbies. Henry, press has a phone number for any leads?
I'll be checking for fresh sources of plastic, Captain, see if I can't shake something loose.
Okay, I want you all to stay in touch with me directly.
Lieutenant.
Yeah, I'm a little busy right now.
Rinko and me were at Jimmy's Diner yesterday. I saw this guy talking to Belker. Now, I don't know who he was.
You'd recognize him again?
Yeah.
Sergeant, I'm requisitioning Hill.
All right, I'll reel something.
All right, change into your civvies. I gotta make a couple of calls.
All right. So, Rinko, I'm gonna go with Buns for a while.
Fine.
You okay?
No, my arm hurts a little bit. Listen, Raymond, I'm taking about an hour, okay? Personal time.
I know it seems rather petty in the face of ongoing events, Frank.
I understand perfectly, but I thought your review wasn't up until the 23rd.
Precisely. And now there's royal summons to appear before the Inspector's Review Board. No explanation. It's highly irregular.
I wouldn't overreact, Howard. All my information suggests your lieutenancy is going to be restored. I'll see what I can find out.
I appreciate it, Frank.
Line 2 for you, Captain. SID.
Captain Ferrillo. Nothing, huh?
White male, reddish hair, medium build, late 20s, maybe a little wasted.
Mean anything to you, Mrs. Belker? Sound like anybody Mick uses regular?
No. You know, at night I ask him how work went. It's always the usual or nothing much. He just doesn't talk about it.
Hi, fellas. How's it going?
We're working on it.
These are the cutest things. They got cartoon characters all over them. You sure Mrs. Rodriguez doesn't need anything else for the little guy?
No. Thanks, Stan.
I'll be right back. Excuse me, gentlemen. Supply run.
I know this is a hell of a time to be bothering you, but...
Ask, Lieutenant.
Notebooks, lists. Did Mick keep a record of his snitches? Is there anything at all we could look at?
I can't get him to make a grocery list. He always comes back with the most useless things.
Yeah. Well, if anything should come to you.
We're all pulling for him, too, Robin.
Thanks.
It's a guy like that with a kid and all doing undercover anyway, huh?
Andy.
Billy Joe, I hope we're not disturbing you or anything.
Not at all. Come on in.
No, I can't.
Oh, come on. Get on in here.
So, look, I gotta talk to you about last night.
Mm-hmm. I thought it was great.
Yeah, well, but I'm a married man and you were lonely. And I took advantage of you.
That's not the way I see it.
So I can't see you no more. And I gotta drop out of night school and you gotta find yourself a new partner, and that's the way that's gonna be, okay?
You left this here last night.
Yeah, thanks. So, that's about it, right?
I just have one small favor to ask.
Name it.
I'd like a copy of your station's vice squad duty roster with photo IDs.
What?
You remember the concept of adverse market forces.
Hooker.
Well, I need to identify
You're a
some in
hooker,
my
aren't you?
business. I much prefer to think of myself more as an entrepreneur on the way up.
Oh, I don't believe this.
You do it for me, Andy.
No, I will not.
I could cut you in on the action.
No.
Andy, I hate to hurt people. I mean, I'd hate to have to make a phone call to your wife and tell her what you've been up to. But I will if you won't do this one thing for me.
What about the guy that hangs at Lester's lunch?
Stanley? Come on, he's tall. He's built like a linebacker. Nah, if it isn't Lee, I don't know. Could be Johnny Lupo, only he's old. He's like 40 or something. Do you notice a fever blister right here?
He's older, I don't know.
Hey, Norm, Lee's place is right up here on the side, 657. It's right here.
Okay.
Hey, word gets around, huh?
You listening to me? Huh? Huh? Hey! Hey!
I was doing him a favor.
You set up a cop.
No, it was righteous information.
Who was stealing the cards, huh?
I don't know. Maverick.
Think again, huh? Belker came in asking for Dolores. Dolores who? Huh?
Hey!
Is a friend of yours? That's it, isn't it, huh? That's it. You're afraid that word's gonna get out you ratted a friend, huh? Well, it won't. It won't. I guarantee it. You just tell me her name, her real name.
Get out of my face.
Listen, you piece of garbage. I got a friend sucking wind just a couple blocks from here because of you, and you're gonna join him in just another second. Officer Hill, why don't you go get yourself a cup of coffee?
Hey, no, don't go, man. Don't leave me here with him. I can't do this.
He give you the name, Norm?
Yeah, he gave me the name.
Excuse me.
We need an interrogation room.
Hazel.
I want a lawyer.
Relax.
Miss Davenport. Dolores Chapman, remember?
What's the charge, Lieutenant?
Just gonna ask her a few questions, Miss Davenport. She's here of her own free will.
Thanks. Well, she still is entitled to an attorney. Have you told him anything?
I told him I was at the hotel. I got nothing to hide. I just don't want him to violate my parole. I gotta see my little son, my little boy. I'm gonna cooperate.
I'd like to talk to Miss Chapman alone, Lieutenant.
Look, Miss Davenport.
Hey, what treat you guys shake?
Hill ID'd the snitch.
Hey, my man.
Right.
Excuse me. It's a bad stomach bug or something, huh? Snitch coughs out a name, Dolores Chapman. Says he doesn't know anything more about her. Just an old friend he ran into at a bar. She told him to put the word out that she's dealing with stolen credit cards. Anyway, I run the name Dolores Chapman through the computer. Bingo. Out of Harrisonville, 6 weeks, just did 8 months on a bad check beef.
Fits.
Yeah, I talked to the parole officer. Ooh, there's a real prize, let me tell you. Guy probably has trouble dressing himself. At least he's got Dolores' sister's address. I drop in, there's Dolores watching Wheel of Fortune.
Norm?
Yeah, we got the cellar, Captain.
So this guy knocks on my door. I answer it. He says he wants to buy some credit cards. And I says, I don't know nothing about no credit cards, and why would I? So he leaves.
How do you think he got your room number? Knew to ask for you.
I don't know. Maybe somebody's trying to set me up. I mean, I got enemies. I mean, everybody's got enemies. I don't know.
Kind of a big coincidence, don't you think, Dolores, huh? Cop comes asking for you, he goes outside, somebody whacks him.
Captain.
I don't know nothing about that. I swear, please. I just don't want this to violate my parole.
Captain, I won't allow my client to be badgered. She's here voluntarily, and she's obviously emotionally distraught.
Hey, wait a minute. Let's be straight here now. She is here because she's got a 4-year-old kid staying with her relatives in Missouri, and she won't regain custody if her parole is violated.
I gotta have my little boy back, please.
The lieutenant's manner of questioning borders on coercion, Captain.
Well, he's making an observation which seems to be valid under the circumstances. What were you doing in that hotel?
I was looking for work in the area. Computer programming. I studied it in prison. You can check my records.
Why register under an assumed name?
You ever tried getting work as an ex-con?
You left without checking out.
I didn't want to stay in a place where people were getting shot up.
How come you didn't stay with your sister as soon as you got out of the joint?
My sister didn't want nothing to do with me. I was scared. I didn't have any place else to go.
Come on, Dolores. You were dealing credit cards. Belker made a buy. Something went wrong, and he was shot. Now, was it you? Did you do him, Dolores?
No,
huh?
I swear
Huh?
I have nothing to
Who
do
did
with
him, Dolores?
I don't know.
Session's over. If you've got charges, make them. My client's through talking.
What's up?
She's dirty.
We don't have a case. No physical evidence, no witnesses. The officer involved is unconscious. We have to kick her.
Let me put a loose tail in her, Captain. She's scared. She'll screw up.
Take Willard and McDonald as backups. Low profile, Norm. Just follow her.
All right.
Where are you two?
Nothing from the bus drivers, the cabbies.
We'll be back over the hotel register. The place is practically a halfway house for ex-cons. We're going back to talk to some of them. They made no more than they said.
Good work this morning, Bobby.
I would like the record to reflect my personal displeasure my official protest of this superfluous hearing. Extensive investigation has never challenged my use of deadly force, and to delay the restoration of my lieutenancy any further. Henry?
Howard?
The review board wants to see me this afternoon.
I thought you weren't up till next week.
Storm clouds, Henry. But Howard Hunter has faced them before. He's been through the maelstrom and kept his powder dry.
Good luck.
From my tribe, I take nothing. I am the maker of my own fortune. Tecumseh, chief of the Shawnees.
Hi, Bobby.
Hi, Darlene.
Andy's not here?
No. I'll tell him you stopped by, though.
Last night he didn't come home till real late. And then he left this morning without saying anything.
Yeah, our poker game didn't break up for a while. I'm sorry about that.
Hope he didn't lose much. We've been having some problems. I guess he told you.
Made some mention.
Maybe it's not all him. I mean, I keep blaming him, but I don't know. Maybe it's my fault. Sometimes I wish I'd never baked a cookie in my life.
You hang in there.
I'll be at Mr. Ellis's office all afternoon if he wants to talk. Will you tell him that?
Look, I know Andy acts like a jerk sometimes, but I also know he feels very bad, too.
Hey, Tina, King Kong just leaped on the roof of that drugstore. The Elastic Man is stretched across the block and he has him around the ankles.
What?
Oh, nothing. We got a whole day together. Why waste it trying to communicate with each other? I mean, I don't like this idea either. I mean, us being paired. I mean, that's it, right? I mean, that's why there's silent treatment.
You just don't have a clue, do you? You just think the sun rises and sets with you.
So what's the problem?
Just forget it. What are you doing? What are you doing?
What is it, Belka?
He was the only real friend I had. He was a cop that I looked up to.
Look it.
It just stinks.
Listen, he's gonna pull through.
Just move, okay?
Vicinity of 98th and Decker. Citizen reports a lion at large. Last seen near the Decker Avenue project.
2207 responding. Is this on the level?
Affirmative, 2207.
Great.
Okay, Patrick, I don't hear any jungle roars. Can we go?
What was that?
A rat.
A rat with a thyroid condition? Come on. Up these stairs. Come on, you lying. Saints in heaven, what is that?
Could be a lion.
Don't panic. Let's just vacate the premises. We'll call for backup. Don't panic,
No,
right?
I'm not.
Let's calm down, okay? Carefully.
Way to go, Patrick. Are you all right?
Terrific. I'm stuck.
If we get through this.
When?
When? It's over for me. Me too.
What are you talking? Leave the force?
It's not worth it, Stan.
You're tired, Robin.
No, he told me. Last year he said you got the baby, it changes things.
If I remember, you didn't exactly take his advice.
Well, that was before I had Philip. I was wrong.
Yeah, a thing like this, you'll have plenty of time, the two of you, to talk it out.
Oh, there's not going to be any talking.
You know Jack Makovsky? No, how could you? Well, Jack and his partner, this is years ago, understand? Jack and his partner were walking a beat outside a candy store. Stick-up man comes out, sees the uniforms, panics, pumps the two of them. They both made it, thank God, full recoveries.
So?
So it changes the partner's life, is what happens. He spent the rest of his career in records, but Jack comes out of therapy and all he wants, back on a beat. He never looked back.
You're telling me you admire the guy.
No, I'm telling you that there's no way of telling of how people are going to react to these things. A Mick's going to come out of this, and there's no way you can tell, there's no way I can tell how he's going to feel about things.
I don't care. Do you get it, Stash? Mick's done his time. And I don't want to hear any more about duty, or about overcoming your fear, or about being some big man. I'm sick of it. Oh, God.
What?
Nurse surgeon on call. What's happening? Or stat.
What's going
Telling
on?
me a blood in the spinal column and loss of motor function.
Just tell me what's going on.
The fracture moved.
You can't come in here. That's my husband.
Where is he?
Up the stairs. His leg's jammed.
I'm not your partner in the lion.
Just saw him once. This way, gentlemen.
How about if we pass up the tools and he gets himself out?
Did you guys have a nice lunch?
Don't worry. I'll stand guard.
You ain't scared?
The way I figure it is, I got a gun. The lion doesn't.
Good.
Fellas, come on, get me out of here.
Animal control, words.
Yeah, the lion's up there.
Right. Tranquilizer gun, Farley.
Yes, sir. Should I wait at the top, Jerry?
Right.
Don't miss now.
Excuse
Right.
us, please. Coming through.
Ah! It's a dog! Ah!
You need better exposure. More suction. Sponge. Oh, there's our little friend.
Okay, people. This is where you can hold your breath. Forceps.
Please don't die, Mick.
Back again, Lieutenant?
Yeah, I want to talk to your sister.
You just missed her.
What?
Left about 5 minutes ago.
Where'd she go?
You think she'd tell me? So what the hell did she do now?
Hey, where is she? Damn it, the hell, did you check for a side door? Oh, look at her. Dolores Chapman just strolled out of here 5 minutes ago. I told you to take the bat. I didn't think you got it, Willard, and I'm gonna have your heads on a pike.
Lieutenant Bunce, report in.
Give me that. This is Bunce. I'm requesting an all-units alert for a suspect, Dolores Chapman. She's wanted for investigation for attempted murder of a police officer. Last seen 35th and Pine 5 minutes ago. Any unit locating the suspect, hold and notify Lieutenant Bunce.
Lieutenant, you're wanted back at this station immediately.
Hey, did you just copy what I just said? We got a suspect on the loose out here.
Captain's orders, urgent.
Right. All right, you find her or you're gonna find me all over your freaking faces.
You did this because the dog's got mange?
Yeah, it looks strong, don't it? Ain't been ripped off since.
You let his hair grow back, mister, if you want to keep it.
Man, Simba ain't no problem. Just got loose, that's all.
You heard me? She gonna be okay?
No problem. He likes sleeping with a little buzz on.
Thank you. Tina, are you okay?
Jack? Jack, is that you?
Jack? No, it's Patrick.
It's cold in here. Come on, get under the covers.
Tina.
Hurry!
Tina, it's me, Patrick.
Who's rocking the boat now, Jack? Jack.
So that's it, right? You got the fragment, the bleeding stopped, he's gonna be okay.
Well, what I said was the operation was successful. But, Mrs. Belker, the reason we originally left the fragment in was for fear of damage to the spinal column. In this case, we had to remove it to stop the bleeding.
Are you telling me my husband's paralyzed?
No, we think he's gonna be just fine. In fact, if all goes well, he could be back on his feet in weeks. I've known it to happen. But there is the possibility of damage to the nervous system. And we just can't know.
What do you mean you just can't know?
Until your husband wakes up.
There's only one conclusion, Lucy.
Yeah, what is
The
that?
review board is planning to deny my lieutenancy. Why else would they spring this sudden meeting?
Fight it, Sarge.
Well, I'm afraid it's gone way beyond that. I can sense it. That cabal of Monday morning quarterbacks hasn't got the guts to stand behind an officer properly discharging his duty.
Well, sue him.
A suit? Oh, no, that's contrary to every credo in good soldiering.
Well, just a thought.
Joyce, sorry to bother you.
I'm on my way to a hearing,
Could
Howard.
you just give me a moment? If I could demonstrate blatant miscarriage of justice in a departmental proceeding, would it be possible to bring a suit?
I suppose it's possible, malfeasance, something like that. I really think your best bet is the PBA attorney.
Certainly. Malfeasance.
I saw the bruises myself.
Guy was fine when I left, Captain.
That the way you saw it, Bobby?
Yes, sir.
Lieutenant Bunce didn't lay a hand on the informant.
No.
Guy's a hype, Captain. Maybe he fell down some stairs.
IID is going to conduct an investigation. They'll want your statements. Bobby, get back in the uniform. Report to Hunter for desk duty. Norman, you're off the case.
What? You're taking that freaking snitch's word against ours?
You're off the case, Lieutenant.
What is it, Captain? You don't want this shooter?
I want a case that's gonna stand up, not be thrown out because some cop thinks he's above the law.
Lieutenant, sir, no disrespect, but don't ask me to ride with you again.
What, you two? Look, leaning on a snitch ain't exactly hero freaking Shima.
Excuse me. Rico, I want to talk to you now.
Remember when he got into that chicken suit? All the feathers. Man, what a suit. He was some character, I'll tell you.
Classic.
I got news for you guys. Belker's not dead. You're talking about him like he's already laid out at Mount Pleasant. You been back to 204 Fullerton yet? As I recall, there was nobody in at the time.
On our way, Sergeant. Come on, Pat.
Get out of here, guys. Come on.
So right at the time I was lying to Daryl Ann, you were out buffing some hooker.
No, I was not. I went by to break it off, and she hits this bomb she drops on me. She has this big idea. She wants a copy of the Vice Squad duty roster. She's going to tell Daryl Ann. Now, what am I supposed to do about that
You
now?
have one choice and only one.
Yeah, suicide.
Tell Daryl Ann the truth.
I can't.
You got it.
What about this Billy Joel woman? What am I supposed to do about her, huh?
Buster!
I did it with her.
It isn't entrapment if you didn't know she was a hooker.
There was no transaction.
Oh, cowboy. Well, then we'll set her up. You wear a wire, give her the duty roster, and I'll wait in the hall and we'll nail her on conspiracy and extortion.
Yeah. Then we bust this woman, right? And then I tell my wife, right? And she walks out on me.
She's gonna find out one way or another, Rinko.
Yeah, you're right. It's better for me. It's better I was dead.
You guys are keeping us busy today. A couple of kids spotted her. Came out to run their dog. Otherwise, it might have been days.
What kind of gun?
If I had to guess, I'd say .357 mag from 2 feet, maybe. A couple of bullets went clean through. Area search was negative. We want her effect. What's up here, guys?
She was our best lead in the Belker shooting.
Our only lead.
That's the way I figured. Dolores was dealing credit cards for someone else. She panicked and went to see him, or he found her. Either way, he decided to take her out. Hey, JD, one step at a time, just like always.
This ain't just like always.
Glad you could come by, Andy.
Hey, this is a nice place. Where's your partner?
Oh, there.
Was there some kind of executive suite kind of set up here?
So, did you lose a lot of money in the game last night?
Matter of fact, I didn't even lose anything because I didn't play.
Where did you go?
I was at an investigation.
Well, Bobby said that you...
I lied. I didn't go to a game. I was with another woman.
I see.
It'll never happen again, I swear. See, what happened is that... Daryl, I'm sorry. It's just that we got so far apart, and then I think I got kind of jealous of this partner you have here, see? And then I...
Get away from me!
Daryl, I love you. It's a whole big mistake, see? And I know that because I love you now. And you mean everything to me.
Maybe I have a little confession to make, too. Maybe you're not alone, Andrew.
What?
You're not alone.
You mean you and him?
Yeah. Me and him.
How long?
Well, it doesn't really matter, does it? I mean, you haven't been home for months. Not really. No, just shut up. Don't you dare. Just go away. Go away.
Doctors Wolf and Pediatrics. Dr. Wolf, Pediatrics.
Still out, huh?
Hell of a thing.
Is it true what I hear, Lieutenant? You're off the case?
Don't believe everything you hear.
Stan. Captain, I thought I'd get away from the hospital for a little while. You mind if I hang around here a bit?
Not at all.
You can put me to work if you've got anything that needs to be done. I want to help.
Sure. Just give me a couple of minutes. I hate to bother you, Captain, but did you...
Oh, Howard, the Inspector's Review Board. I completely forgot.
Well,
I'm sorry.
Not to worry. I'm combat ready.
You say you saw the shooting, sir. In your mind's eye, I see. Psychics, third one today.
Yeah, okay. Thanks anyway.
Oh, we had something, but it's not checking out, Captain. Dolores Chapman had a couple of credit card receipts on her. Same card number. We figured the card was stolen, but the bank has no record of it.
See, it looks like the original card number's been changed. It's not hard to do with the right equipment.
What about the name on the card?
Mary Frankenham. So far, I haven't found her. Checked the DMV, voter's registration. I still got a couple of sources left to tap.
Okay, just keep on it.
I'll give you Oh. Probably time to release another statement to the press.
We're not going to make this one, Henry.
Maybe.
I should have kept her in custody.
It was the right call. Willard and McDonald just blew it.
I told him to keep better records. I told him to get a partner.
For God's sake, Frank, you're not responsible. It's Belker's way of doing things.
I know that.
Yeah. Do you believe it?
I want him back, Henry.
So do I.
You gotta be making a mistake.
You are Mary Frankenham, right?
Right. But I never had a credit card in my life. I don't believe in them. Cash on the line, my father always said.
So how do you explain these?
Beats me. Somebody used my name.
Thanks. Come on.
Hey, fellas.
Yeah.
A while ago, a credit card company called me. Said they had this pre-approved card they were sending. I gave them hell, told them I didn't want any card. I don't believe in credit cards.
Yeah, right.
Anyway, they said the card was stolen at the factory before they could send it to me. If I got any bills, I was supposed to call a number.
How long ago was this?
A year, 2 years.
Thanks, lady. Thanks a lot. Yeah, right, Captain. Yeah, the Frankenheim card was part of a stolen factory shipment 18 months ago. Only all the cards were recovered by the DA's investigators. That's what I said. What was Dolores doing with all those receipts? Okay, we're at the courthouse now. Right.
That's the last of them. 10,000 cards. All yours.
10,000 cards.
Let's start counting.
I had no idea what was in that envelope.
Yeah. Raymond, conspiracy to obstruct justice.
So when do I get to make my phone call?
Let me give you a little business advice, Billy Joe. If I were you, I'd use that quarter to call a lawyer. It'd be a lot more cost-effective in the long run.
Over 100 grand in missing plastic, including Mary Frankenham's card.
Slow down, J.D.
Okay, there were supposed to be 10,000 credit cards in evidence, right?
Count was 500 short.
Somebody puts valid numbers on the stolen cards and goes into business. These cards are worth around 200 apiece on the street, maybe more.
500 cards at 200 per.
It's $100,000.
You have a property room list of everyone who accessed the cards?
Yeah, right here.
Case is 18 months old, still on appeal. Over 20 names to check. Cops, attorneys.
I think I got something, Captain.
Go ahead.
I took a trip down to Harrisonville. Dolores Chapman's visitors when she was in the cage. Does the name Gerald Norris ring a bell with anybody?
Yeah, it's on his property room list. Twice.
Hey, I know him. DA's investigator.
He was a cop, right?
You know what? He was at the Heights when Mick was there.
Hey, check this out. He was the arresting officer on Dolores' bad checks charge.
Hey, he was also in on the credit card bust.
A DA's investigator?
Makes sense. Norris steals the credit cards from the evidence room, reworks them, then gets Dolores to sell them.
He stakes out Dolores' room so she don't get ripped off, makes Belker.
Let's pay a courtesy call on Mr. Norris.
Take backup.
I want in on this, Captain.
Yeah. How can I help you fellas? Detectives LaRue in Washington. We're looking for one of your investigators, Gerald Norris.
Scanlon, where's Norris?
Ow.
He's out.
We'll wait.
Suit yourself. Oh, wait, here he is. Hey, Norris! These detectives want to talk to you. Gun! He's got a gun!
Merry Christmas, scumwad.
Back off. I said back off!
Go ahead, tough guy. Blow her brains out.
Don't be an idiot, Norris!
So, what'd they cook up against you, Johnson?
Assaulting a superior officer.
We'll take the offense, man. Hit them with a suit for malfeasance. Knock out their artillery before they can get off a single shot.
I don't know, man. I guess I shouldn't have decked the lieutenant.
Well, you may have a point.
Sergeant Hunter?
Huh. Before we begin, gentlemen, I would like...
Formal notification, Sergeant. In light of recent meritorious performance in the Ballantyne hostage situation, board's decided to expedite your restoration to lieutenant and commander of the Eaters. Congratulations. Was there something you wanted to say?
No, sir. Well, actually, does this mean the Eaters move back to the Hill?
Naturally, Lieutenant, unless you'd rather lead them by phone.
No, sir. Thank you, sir. I'd plead mercy, Jefferson.
So this guy Jack's no wimp, huh?
Jack?
Dude you kept running your mouth about when you were floating away in those tranquilizers?
Oh, Jack Donnelly. Sorry.
Yeah, he must be a regular animal, huh?
Come on.
And that's no reason on God's green earth that an individual should limit herself. But I gotta admit, I was hoping maybe I get an honorable mention.
Sorry.
Tina, I'm bowing out of this.
Is that what you want?
No, you know what I want. But I'm more into you than you're into me. Plus, it's screwing up our work.
We're breaking up.
Yeah. Shoving off?
I'm gonna check on Belker.
Yeah.
So, you wanna go call home?
You see me running to a phone booth?
Come on, you can sleep on my Murphy bed.
Thanks.
Great call.
I think I'll find myself a private room.
Captain, Miss Davenport, how is he?
He's still unconscious. You go ahead. I'll catch up in a minute.
Norman, IAD turned in its findings regarding the informant's complaint. They find no basis for disciplinary action. Lack of evidence.
How about you, Captain?
I can't condone criminal behavior by my men under any circumstances. But on occasion, Lieutenant, I can understand it.
Now, sit down, sit down, sit down. Full house here, huh?
Hello, Norm.
What's this?
I figured you had enough flowers. They told me it was some kind of Jewish rosary or something.
Thanks, Mom.
Mrs. Belka, your husband's asking for you.
What? Mick? No, Mick.
You moved your hand? Can you move your toes?
Huh?
Can you move your toes?
Why don't you move your toes?
Oh, Mick, you're gonna be all right. I love you, Mick.